left, but Iowans who struggle to pay their electricity bills can lose their air conditioning regardless of the temperature.
Iowa has no regulations on companies disconnecting service during heat waves, but in the winter there are protections in place. KCRG TV9 State Capitol reporter Connor Hendricks explains.
Higher heat, higher electric bills. Some may find it harder to pay and face the possibility of disconnection. Every state surrounding Iowa except Nebraska and South Dakota have consumer protections that prohibit electric providers from cutting off power in high heat, but not here in the Hawkeye State. Dr. Laura Bauscher, a family doctor in Waukee, says that can be dangerous.
When people's bodies can't keep up with that change in the temperature, they lose a lot of fluids and they can get symptoms like headaches and nausea and vomiting because the bodies necessarily aren't meant to be continued with that high of heat without some relief.
Bauscher says the risks are even more concerning for the elderly.
Folks over 65 are not as able to have their bodies respond to those changes in temperature and certainly can be on medications that keep their bodies from responding in the same way.
Jim Kringlin, an attorney with Iowa Legal Aid, says state law gives customers the right to a payment plan to prevent a shutoff.
Those payment agreements are supposed to be based on the customer's ability to pay, what's based on their income, etc. There's a number of factors, and it must be at least 12 months long.
Kringlin says under the law, providers must postpone a shutoff for 30 days if a customer gives them verification that a shutoff would pose, quote, a special danger to someone in the home's mental or physical health.
That applies to any member of the household, not just the named customer. And it's a very broad regulation. It's not just if I have a medical device that requires electricity or I will die. It's much broader than that.
Providers are also prohibited from cutting off electricity during and up to 90 days after a service member in the home is deployed. From the Iowa Capitol Bureau, Connor Hendricks, KCRG TV9 News.